Hello guys, Death here with a Redstone innovation. Currently you're looking at a adjustable timer with two outputs that you can have, or possible of two outputs. So I have it in the two output mode right now. So if you take a glance or a look, you'll see that this right here is two different outputs. To get the block in the same place with a 1-tick pulse on a sticky piston, you need to supply it with 2 because it will only push or pull the block back down. It won't do it. It won't do both with a 1-tick pulse. So basically, the first one was from the button after so many ticks, and then the second one was when all these items went into this hopper and left that one. Whew. Okay. So when that happens, it sent another one. And also when the button was activated, it locked this comparator. Since it's on compare mode, this signal strength on here is stronger than the one they have right there. Which is also why you can't have a full hopper on this one. You can have a full hopper up to here, but you need 63 blocks in the last slot, or else none of this will work right here. It'll just continue going back and forth, and you'll get a just this piston firing every, I don't know how long that is, but it'll every so often. Now I'm going to explain the rest of this since this is pretty simple and short. So when you hit the button, I've already explained over here. When you hit the button right here, this torch is turned off, which unlocks this hopper and locks this hopper right here. So then when this signal turns off right here, this one also goes down to 0, and since this comparator is on compare mode, currently it has about a one signal strength in here. So this is more than that, so it doesn't output. But when this hits 0, this outputs, keeping the torch off, keeping this block unlocked, and keeping this block locked right here. So all the items will go into this hopper, but will not leave it. So when that happens, it will continue doing that. So when all the items are out of here and they're in this one, this hopper turns off, turning the torch back on, locking this hopper and unlocking this one so the items go back through. Now with this output mode, the second pulse for the output, which goes to this block right here, happens when all the items are in here. But if you have it on the single output mode, the output signal happens, or it starts when you hit the button, and it ends when all the items are back in here. So on the single one, you get a twice the length that you have on the double output mode. So if you want to match the 8 items in here on the double output mode, you have to put 16 in there. So one more time, I'm going to show you. So we see that's working right there, and that's working right here. And now if you want it on the single output mode, and I can show you what I mean, all you need to do is you need to take out this little section right here. Now if you want it on the single output mode too, you can just have a block right here, a repeater where this air block is, and your output block right here. You don't need to worry about this little contraption in the middle. So it's smaller on the single output mode, but it's bigger on when you have double outputs. So to get it on the single output mode, you just need to take those off, and then if you hit the button, you can see that there's one single output going constantly. And if you notice, it just turned off, which means all the items are back in here. So that was twice as long as the other one. I'm going to move on to the tutorial and replace these blocks. Yeah, let's go. To start off, you want to find where you want to put your input, or which I'm going to do with red wool. So this is the input block. After that, you go over by 1, you come out right here, and you go up 1 like so. Then after you have that, you place one block like that, put a hopper right there, put another hopper right there. So when that comes down again, you just saw it, I mixed up the colors, but let's move on. So then you would place a block like this. Now after that, depending on what output mode you want, so let's say the single one. If you want the single one, you put a block right here, you put a block up, and you can, this is your output right here into, let's just say, this piston right here. So after that, I just need to place down the redstone. Let me get that, and I can show you what I mean. Okay, so to finish this off, what you want to do is you want to place a torch here, redstone through here, another torch back here, with redstone going right there, with redstone just right there. So next you want a comparator here, and if this is your output, you want a redstone repeater right there, and let's just have some blocks going right there. Next, put the items you want into there. So I'm just gonna put 8 in there. So this should be like I have 16 items going through the double one. And now we just wait for it to deactivate, and it works. So now I am going to show you how to build the dual output one. To start, you want to remove what you have. So let's see, until you are right here. Next, what you want to do is you want to come down here. You want to place a block up. Place a block right there. Then you want to come right there. Put a sticky piston facing upwards right there. A block right here. And then 2 blocks like so. So you want redstone dust here, repeater, repeater, and a repeater facing into this comparator. Now next, I'm assuming that you want a 1-tick pulse or something like that, but if not, you can put this to like 4 or something to extend the pulse length, so it's no longer a 1, it would be a 4-tick pulse through here, but I am just going to leave it as 1. So if I place a sticky piston going up and a block on top of that, we can see we get the initial output and we get a second output, and then this whole machine turns off. So this is working right here. Now you got yourself a little timer that you can use. This can be used to hide to automatically close a secret entrance or anything of that nature. So that's good. So you just have to have like a torch key right here or something like that. So then after a certain amount of time, you don't have to worry about closing it or wiring a button into another place. This will automatically close for you. Just make sure you have enough items in the hopper and the hopper is not completely full to get back in there. Granted, you probably want about 16 or 32 in there, just so you have time to get through safely. But other than that, this is going to be Death signing off. See you guys next time.